Once upon a time, there was a player named Meow Kitty Game 8. After finishing his time in Viking Lore's clone army, Meow decided to do some trolling. One day, while he was trolling in the booths, Meow came across a man named Dave. While the exact conversation between these two individuals has been lost to time, Meow ended up joining Dave's clone army. Despite already being a chief warrant officer in the other group, Meow had to start his journey as a cadet. This caused Meow some doubts about Dave's group. I probably won't stay here for long, Meow thought to himself. Despite this, Meow gave Dave's group a try and took back all his previous remarks. Dave's group was charming, interesting, and small, which allowed Meow to make a name for himself. After attending some trainings to become a trooper, Meow started to apply for divisions. At first, Meow was accepted into the 212th as a company commander. He also got accepted into Republic Intelligence and got a high rank. But this did not last long, as he was randomly kicked after 1 week of being in it. Anyway, as Dave's group became more popular, more staff was required in order to make sure that the group run properly. Soon, Dave had set up a voting system for the vice council. Only 2 people applied, however, those people being Meow and a man named Yoda GOW. After some intense debates, Dave decided to pick someone else as a vice chancellor, a man named Waterish Gaming. Dave had just merged groups with another person. Because of this, everyone who was previously in a division got kicked out. Meow, who had the important role of company commander in the 212th, was no exception. A few days after being kicked, he received a message from Dave asking him to join the game. After joining, Meow was introduced to the new leader of the 212th, Pog Pigeon. They offered Meow a new job in the 212th if he did another tryout. Naturally, Meow had some negative thoughts about his new leader, especially since he was just kicked out. However, he washed these thoughts away, as he received a promotion from company commander to XL. After receiving such a high promotion, Meow was also offered a unique opportunity, this being the rank of Colonel Gryon. Life was going great. Meow and Pog had just become great friends, the 212th was one of the most active divisions, and they even had jetpacks. One day, the game was being raided by members of Viking Lore's clone group. So, after alerting all of Dave's troops to join the game, Meow helped lead the battle against the attackers. During this time, he also met a member of the 501st, the Blue Troopers, which allowed him and Pog to become representatives of their division. Meow had also found himself in the middle of 2 very important political debates, which were both resolved with almost no hard feelings. Suddenly, Meow had received a message from a man named Alvin, which asked him to join the game. Alvin requested that he spawned as a cadet. He took a picture of the cadet wearing Republic Intelligence binoculars, and then turned it into a propaganda. He cropped out the username of the cadet and replaced it with the words "always watching." Even though the picture has been lost to time, it was a huge inspiration to Meow's story. A nameless figure in the form of a cadet watching over our events, Meow thought to himself, if only that figure was made into reality. A few days later, Meow started questioning Dave. Even though he was supposed to be an 07, which is a colonel, he was ranked as an 01 officer cadet. After being asked such questions, Dave responded with another inspiring quote that would shape Meow's future in this group. "You were always meant to be 01, Dave had responded. Suddenly, Meow had a stroke of brilliance. After quite some time, Meow had come up with the perfect idea to honor such inspiring words, as well as the wonderful piece of art from earlier, Spider Cadet. Spidey made his first appearance in a server startup, but was quickly met by the face of police brutality. Yes, the Coruscant guards, led by a man named Cohen, hated Spidey, and would attack him every chance they got. However, he did not let these negative comments get in the way of his dream of becoming a superhero in a Star Wars group. His reputation was not helped by the people constantly trolling the group, who had impersonated him while joining a CG-only event, which also damaged his reputation. Spidey was also questioned by the Republic Intelligence, twice, for reasons which can't be legally named. Even though he had some haters, he also had some friends who would encourage him to continue and even join him along the way. Soon, other superheroes had also been created. Meow got the team of heroic clones, Batman, and even other versions of Spider Cadet. Unfortunately, the worst event that could ever occur had become reality. Meow's captain, Pog Pigeon had quit the group. The previous 212th leader, which we mentioned in the first era, had once again become Meow's captain. This time, they changed everything once good about 212 and made it bad. They demoted Meow to company commander. This fact, in addition to Meow's new responsibility as Spider Cadet, caused him to quit the 212 once and for all. However, he had not been discouraged by this, and was enjoying not being in any division. Meow and Cohen, who were previously enemies, had become good frenemies since they were first introduced, and sold each other often during events. He had become the group's first investor, which also allowed Meow to wear custom morphs. Shortly after being divisionless, Dave requested Meow to join the Coruscant Guard CG as a guardsman. Meow gladly accepted the offer and served as a guardsman for a few days. A man named Thunder sent Meow a very confusing message, which led to him becoming an exile of the Coruscant Guard, also known as Commander Thorn. And that, my friends, is the end of our story, for now. The story grows every day, and it is only affected by what you do. That's right, you. If you want to be a part of the story, click the link in the description to join our group. And remember, always follow your dreams, even if you are discouraged by others.